1, 2, 3, audio test.
Hi, this is CB Radio Magazine, and there are a ton of different microphones out there in the world, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. There's very, very square, boxy ones. There's kind of narrower, square ones, almost coffin-style ones. There's rounded, teardrop-shaped ones. So there's all these different microphones, but apparently there's only ever been one that was so ugly that the company called it the ugly microphone. And that microphone is the Astatic BUM-1 Heavy Duty Dynamic Microphone. And BUM stands for Big Ugly Microphone. No joke. They actually named the microphone Big Ugly Microphone. Some people like to call this the Big Ugly Mother. And yeah, let me pull it out and I'll show you why they call it that. And here it is. This is the BUM-1 Big Ugly Microphone. And it is definitely a oddball microphone, especially for those in the CB world that are used to traditional microphones. Now, I'm actually going to read to you guys the marketing material off that came with this, because it gives a good description of it. So, the most rugged and dependable CB microphone on the planet, backed by Astatic's 3-year factory warranty. For years, this microphone has been used in factories, oil fields, and a version of this microphone has been used for many years in U.S. military radio applications. Now, Astatic is introducing a new version of this microphone to the radio communications world. The model number of this new microphone is the BUM-1, Big Ugly Mic. It has been wired to work with virtually all CB radios. Only Astatic is willing to give CB users a microphone that can take a beating, withstand coffee spills, and guarantee it for 3 years. So, yeah, pretty good marketing right up there. Whoever was doing that one, good job. It's hot. It's 6 dB hotter than the Turner Road King 56. And, well, I'll get into that in a little bit while, but I would agree with that. It's big, it's mean, it's tough, and it's the microphone so ugly only a mother trucker could love. I don't exactly know what that means, but anyway, let me go through the bullet points on it. It's virtually indestructible housing made from Lexan. It's specially tailored frequent response for maximum talk power with maximum reduction of background noise. All stainless steel hardware, heavy-duty leaf switch that is rated for a minimum of 1 million operations. Large press-to-talk bar that can even be configured to lock on if desired. Two-way mounting, either using a detachable stainless steel trucker hook or a standard hang-up button. Heavy-duty long-life cord, and the microphone cartridge is protected with a mylar barrier, so if you spill a cup of coffee on the front of the microphone, it won't even notice. The lock on the push-to-talk lever is disabled at the factory and is not normally used for mobile radio applications. If you would like to enable the locking feature, do the following: remove the 5 screws and rear housing, remove the red peg located in the hinge of the push-to-talk lever, and replace the housing and screws. So, pretty interesting right up there. Basically, they're just trying to tell you this thing is designed to be super rugged, super durable. There's stories of people talking about this I read about online where somebody would put this in a glass of water just to demonstrate that it could be dipped in water and still operate. So it has the push-to-talk switch on the side here, big push-to-talk switch, and you can see it has a lock indication here, so you would press in and slide it up. Now this one does not slide up right now because it obviously has that pin in there, so we'll actually take it apart and try setting it up for the lock feature just to see how that works. The hardware back here is the stainless steel, and that's where your standard microphone hook is on the back. The screen is actually, I'm guessing that's stainless steel too. It said all stainless steel hardware, so it has a big heavy-duty metal screen on the front of it. It is not a light microphone, guys. This thing is heavy in your hand, so I can't imagine holding this thing up in the air for a while. But yeah, it has a pretty good, surprisingly good feel. It's kind of a strange, it's not quite as nice as holding a nice teardrop in your hand, but it does feel very solid. Like you're not going to drop it when you're hanging on to this, especially since it tapers down into your palm. So Anyway, let's take off the back and try and enable this lock button. This is the inside of the big ugly microphone, and we had to remove 5 screws, 2 little ones on the bottom, 2 larger ones in the middle, and 1 small one on the top. Once you remove those, it was a little bit of difficulty prying it apart because it's very tightly sealed. You can see here's our push-to-talk switch lever. Inside here it kind of has like a leaf spring setup similar to how the Turner Plus 2s work. So you'll see when we press it, those move over, make contact, and they go back and release. Everything in here you can see goes in and is very sealed in terms of these go in and they're glued in. And I'll actually point out there's an actual gasket inside this thing that runs all the way around here. So again, this is, people talked about these things being placed in water and rugged environments for testing or whatever. That's why I'm guessing they do very well, because it definitely is sealed much more than any other microphone I've ever seen. The push-to-talk modification, so if you want to be able to lock it in, there's actually just a little peg here that's inside the back of the lever, and we'll put that back on here. And now you can see we push to talk, and if you slide this up, it locks. So that's how that would work. It would lock it into the talk position, and then if we push back, it goes back down. If you did not want that, you just would put that little red peg back in there, and now it will not slide up. It only stays in the push to talk position. So very well sealed microphone. Let's see what this sounds like on the air.
Alright, this is the big ugly microphone on-air audio test, and it sounds pretty clear. It's picking up all the syllables really well. It's a very, very clear, punchy microphone in that sense. Not the loudest non-powered microphone I've ever heard, but I can imagine pairing this with a pretty hot, older style radio. It's a dynamic microphone in that sense, so you need an older radio that's set up for it to work well. But yeah, not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, audio.
Well, that's the big ugly microphone, the BUM-1, and hope you guys enjoyed seeing this rare one. There's some guys out there that swear by this thing. They say it is a great microphone, and I have to give Astatic credit for building something that was super heavy duty, very, very high quality, it seems like. Yeah, just a very interesting microphone. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this unicorn, and we'll see you again soon. CB Radio Magazine.